Hey, Håkon here, or Mansion, as I'm also called. It's my artist name. I would like to talk about suicide. Horrible subject, isn't it? Yet, isn't it something we all felt at times, this life? I'm thinking suicide is something that matters to us all. And that's not only, it's not as if everybody tries suicide or thinks of suicide often, but it is something that matters to us because suicide creates ripples. If somebody chooses to end their life, it ripples out. It's like a stone thrown into a pond, and the ripples can turn into a tsunami. They can destroy people. They can destroy a community, a family. I know a woman whose lover he killed himself, and it was years ago. And she is still in that, still thinking, what did I do wrong? Was it something I said? Could I have done something differently? And who knows? I don't know if my actions through life, if I made the wrong choice, didn't call a friend when he or she wanted, had had such repercussions, I don't know. But I do know that suicide is something I know a lot about. As you can see, I'm not very successful, but I tried the first time when I was 18. I was listening to a lot of music at the time, and I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. And I got this feeling that I wasn't in the world. I wasn't of the world. And I got so disillusioned for some reason. I remember it quite vividly, even though it's quite some time ago. I'm 53 now. But I decided I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be in this life. There must be something else. Or I knew there was something else. This strong connection. So, well, I changed my mind. And I told my mom what I'd done. And went to a doctor, ordinary doctor. I spoke a bit, and yeah, things passed. But there were more episodes. I believe I have tried to commit suicide 8 times, I think. Yeah. Last time was my birthday, July 30th. And to me, I have worked with people since I was 17. I started in an institution where I worked with a young boy in the autism spectrum, on the more severe side, so to speak. And that has been most of my life since I was 17, working with all different kinds, people with challenges physically, mentally, psychologically, suicidal people. I once started to make a list of the different diagnoses I've worked with, and it got long. It was everything. And I also have my own diagnosis. Because, well, I'm crazy, as you can see. But I don't accept that anymore. I don't accept that label. Wow, my nose looks big in this. Ooh, body dysmorphobia. Yeah. Sorry. But there is a problem with suicide. We do have a problem. In the US, from the year 2007 until 2017, suicide among youngsters aged 10 till 24 rose with 56%. In Norway, which is considered a very good country, also when it comes to physical and mental health care, there are around 400 young people under the age of 18 who kill themselves each year. And it rises. The number of young people who get disability rises. So there is something wrong. There is something wrong. And I remember there was this young man who got in touch with me on Facebook. And as far as I could tell, he was suicidal, really. He had a psychologist. He didn't dare to go to him because then he would have to take the train. And at that train station also the train to the airport passed, and it went really fast. And he knew he would jump in front of the train if he... So I tried calling the system, and I know the system. I worked in the system. I tried to get somebody to, because he wanted to be admitted. He was 17. No way. I spoke with his shrink, psychologist. I spoke with mental health care. I spoke with everybody. No. I wonder how it went with him. Oh no. Well. But there is something about our system. And part of it is the focus on medicine. In Norway, we are lucky. We are lucky. We have a movement. Our health minister, he initiated drug-free mental health wards. That there should be one in each region in Norway. That is good. Because drugs, I've tried some. I tried antipsychotics, antidepressants. I tried Ritalin, because I'm also apparently ADHD type. I tried benzos. I remember the first time I went to a psychologist, and he said, you know, there are these new pills. It was an SSRI, Seroxat it was called, comparable to Prozac. He said, go get we have a doctor in the house, go get an appointment with him and get one a prescription. It'll help you. And I was 19 or so, 20. I said, okay. It is the most horrible experience of my life. The aftermath. At first, it gave me a lift. Comparable to ecstasy, you know. Light. gave me a lift. But then I got totally out of it. It did things to my brain, my chemistry, threw me totally off balance. Totally. I went to this state where I wasn't me. And I also got physical problems. I got hypocalcemia, which is where your blood sugar just goes like this. And I must have been 24 or 25 because I met the woman who became my wife. And I remember we were going to Oslo, and I had to go out to leave the train one stop early. And I ran to the store to buy chocolate. I had to get chocolate. I knew it. My blood sugar was so low, and I could feel it, that I would die if I didn't get a chocolate. From one pill. One kind of a drug. And I know that there are kids who get 20 plus pills. Small children drugged because they don't fit in. They're not quiet enough. They feel the wrong things. They see the wrong things. This is bullshit. Nobody can tell me that I feel wrong. Nobody can tell you that you feel wrong. Our emotions may come from wrong data. I can feel somebody, oh, she doesn't want to talk with me. I'm horrible, I'm a loser. But in actuality, she's had a horrible day at work and she doesn't want to talk with anybody. It's not about me at all. That is a possibility. But nobody can tell you that your feelings are wrong right in this moment. Nobody. And the same goes for what they call psychosis. Now, I've had what the system calls psychosis, and I disagree. I have had spiritual experiences that are so strong. And nobody can tell me that those are not true. I am now a monk. I've been a doctor of divinity for 11 years. And when I sing, sometimes I am connected to something else. And sometimes I truly feel connected. Sometimes I don't. And who are to judge that connection is untrue? Who can tell you that your emotions are wrong, that your feelings are wrong, that how you see the world is wrong? Nobody. But of course, it is difficult also because there are actions who have repercussions. If I get a feeling, like, example, Anders Behring Breivik, he got into his head that he was a white knight who was going to save the world from Muslims and everybody else. and as a result, put himself through a training program to remove his emotions, and then ended up killing 77 people in Norway at Utøya. We all travel our own path, and we connect. I'm connecting with you now. And I hope. And don't kill. Don't hurt. Don't maim. Don't take advantage of people. That's not okay. But be yourself. And my campaign, I guess since you're listening to this at 16 minutes, you might have heard the song I put up the day before the day. Because we need to talk about suicide. We do. I can understand feeling down, feeling that nobody sees you. Coffee is good. Feeling that nobody cares about you. Feeling betrayed. But what my message is, wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute and then repeat. Because you never know. After that minute, a little thing might have changed. Doesn't have to be much. And then you repeat it. And then you extend. And if 1 minute feels as if it's too long, wait 1 breath. Because this life, it is what we make of it. Now glasses, they make a difference. The color of our glasses. The tint. Put on yellow glasses, sunglasses, and see that the world lights up. And often it is, and I know this is difficult, but you also have to trust. If you are suicidal, if you feel let down by everybody, you should still know that there is one person out there who is willing to help and who is able to help, or there are more than one, or at least two. There's you, and there is someone else. And if you don't feel you can trust anybody, something I can relate to, I can trust this guy with my life, and I can trust myself. And there are also people I trust. And I trust in something higher than us. And to me, it's not so much of an external God. You know, the image of a God who sits there on his throne with his beard and big white hair and all that. It's the God spark inside of you, inside of me, inside of all living creatures, inside of trees, and flowers, and insects. I'm thinking there are exceptions to that rule. Ticks and mosquitoes. I'm not sure if they have that much of a God spark. But to be serious, trust in the goodness as well, even though it's difficult to see, and ask for help. And often it's all a matter of how you say it. Like, I've been near that multiple times. I've been around people dying. I sat by the bedside of people dying. And it's a strong experience. But I do know that this isn't all. There is something inside of you that is more than this physical body. There's a woman called Sylvia Hartmann. She is the leader of the Guild of Energists. You can go there, I'll put the link in the description box. And she talks about the energy body. And that is something we can't measure yet. Or some say they do. And I love that idea. We have the physical body, this here. And then we have the energy body, somewhere here. And the energy body takes in all our experiences. But what it keeps when we move on, according to Sylvia, is the love. What she calls star events. The peak events when you are so in love, the whole world is just wow. Or you ace a test, or you are, yeah, I think you know what I mean. Those are the ones that define us. And when we leave this plane, that is what that's the song. One song says, it's only love that we take with us when we leave. That's my belief. And thinking that is a challenge to you. Think of your life. Think of the times where you felt at your absolute best, when you felt like nothing could stop you. You were in the zone, you were flowing. Everything was just beautiful, and everybody you looked at were like lovely people. And where does this sit in your if you want to put it somewhere in your body? Where is it? Can you feel it? Just sense that. Because even if you're down now, that is also part of you. And you can have more of those. You can. Trust me. And that's why I want you to wait 1 minute. And then one more. And then you wait 10 minutes. And then you don't pick up that razor blade to cut yourself. You don't shoot that shot. You don't take that pill. You don't puff that toke. Don't snort. Know that the good experiences are in you. Okay? They are. You are beautiful. And reach out. Because there are people who can help. There are good teachers, lamas, gurus. But you always trust in yourself. You are your own lama, or teacher as it means. You are your own guru. Trust in yourself. In the tradition I come from, we say namaste, but as a greeting, as a farewell. And it means the divine in me greets or meets the divine in you. Namaste. Blessed be. Assalamu alaikum, which means peace unto you. Shalom. God bless you. Peace out. I'm Manjit.